my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption, honesty.
Hello and welcome, to another video, and that was friggin' sick, right? Not that, I mean, like, well, that was quite sick. I mean, the intro to the video, so friggin' sick, right? Like, probably the best slash funnest thing I've ever done. Also, to be fair, probably quite illegal, so if you haven't already, can you like this video and subscribe, because if I end up in like a Spanish prison, at least I can console myself with the influx of likes and subscriptions. Oh, and before I forget, if you've not already, can you go and follow me on Instagram, please, at Mattdoesfitness, because, like, for example, while I was out there in Lanzarote for 8 days having a sick time, I only made one video because I wanted to have a bit of a holiday. I wanted to be able to relax and not like stress about getting content out, but I will still post you on Instagram every single day, right? So if you like me, if you watch my videos and you like my channel, then just go and follow me on Instagram, because it's like an extension of my YouTube, right? Like, I post daily, I put stupid, funny slash I think they're funny things on my story, ridiculous captions, etc. So yeah, go and follow me. I'll put a link to my Instagram at the top of my description. Honestly, you can't go wrong. Anyway, now that you've liked the video and you've subscribed and you followed me on Instagram, let's get on with it. We are back in the UK, obviously, hence why I'm on the beach near my house. I figured I'd vlog the day because I'm a YouTuber slash blogger, and that's what I do. I feel compelled to do so. So yeah, should be fun. Let's get the video started.
Going out the back, going out the front, and out walking.
Singing, bro. Breakfast is served.
Freedom forever.
You want fruits and fibre?
Yeah.
Well, you can't have any.
Yeah.
So, there's a normal chocolate in there. They could do a fruit and fibre excited noise. Right, how much do you want? How many grams? How many grams of fruit? How many individual flakes?
5 kilograms.
5 kilograms would be like 7 of these boxes, whole boxes. Could you eat that?
Yeah. This one and 7, Daddy.
This is good.
Last minute change of heart. Luca, I'm going to have fruit and fibre as well. Why are you lining your raisins up? Why are you doing that? What do you think? Smell that?
Good oldies, mate.
What did you say?
Good oldies.
Good oldies?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. Good.
What is that? Protein?
Clear protein, mate. Ready for this? This is the future. Now just leave 15 seconds. Okay, we're in, and by in I mean we're currently eating breakfast. He's joined us in the Team MDF kitchen. Is that what we're calling it for now? Yes, we are. Is that what we're calling it, Luca? Why is it? What? Right. Why are they not in your bowl? You're saving them to last.
Always like saving things.
Always.
Okay. Could be a minute clear. Right, if you're wondering what this strange concoction is, I will show you. Clear whey isolate from My Protein. They've just released it. As I understand it, it's like less of a, like, protein is obviously, well, whey protein is obviously from milk, right? So it's creamy, like, and I guess creamy stuff after a while gets a bit sickly. This is supposedly more of a fruit kind of vibe. This is alive. This is the first time I've tried it, so if it sucks, it's gonna be awkward. This is orange mango flavour.
It has actually gone more clear.
Oh, that is absolutely disgusting. Psych, it's actually legit, try that.
Definitely don't want
Just
squash.
try a bit, get it down, yeah. Get it down, yeah, finish it off.
Yeah, just taste that squash.
Yeah, that's actually pretty sick. It tastes like really good.
Lukewarm water.
No, I didn't.
You have?
Room temperature water. It's not my fault, I tapped some malfunctioning. Tastes like really good tropical squash. That's actually legit. That's ideal because, like, for example, after training, I don't want a massive creamy drink. That's just like a normal. If you had that with ice, you finished? Cool. If you had that with ice, that would just be a really nice, like, cold drink. Link to My Protein in the description. You want to go and pick some up, go and do it. That's the first time I tried it, but definitely would recommend it. Sorry.
Daddy, what's all this?
What is that?
Apple.
Make a coffee.
Absolutely rinsed your fruit and fibre.
I wasn't there talking and flapping around.
Weren't you?
No.
I've got a powder on my face, I think. New car. What's that? Over there, look, by the shreddies.
A big one. Where are my bananas gone?
Jokes. Look at his face, I felt so bad for him. So then I cut that out of the video. Nick, was that a good prank?
Yeah. Good team, Daddy!
Good team?
Yep. Daddy? Mummy comes back downstairs. Oh, sad. We went to the animal fair. I got my underwear.
Okay, that'll be a good one.
Oh, and then the animal fair. I lost my underwear.
Does Daddy teach you silly things?
No, honestly, you didn't tell him to say that. He just came out with that.
You definitely told him at some point. So who taught you that?
Daddy. In the car.
Absolute snitch. The breakfast is done. Well, eating my cereal. You finished?
Yeah.
Sick one. Plans for the day?
Daddy, Mother, I hit you over.
You hit me over.
What's that mean?
Discover.
You just saying words.
Let's just brush over that. Says, what's happening today? Hit me with the stats.
Luca's going to the beach.
Yeah. Good.
Assume you'll be wanting to go to the gym at some point?
Correct. I mean, basically, there's no
food.
exciting plans. We're basically just going to be training, eating, milling about, unpacking our stuff.
They might as well finish watching.
Yeah, just I'm telling you now, guys, the video's going to start. Just sack it off now. I'm going to talk at some point about the fact that I haven't trained for about 6 years, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, I'll catch up with you when something more interesting is happening. Update, been running some errands, definitely nothing video worthy. Now outside the gym, accompanied by these lads who are currently painting it. I feel like I'm at some kind of pool party, just about the pool and like loads more power tools. I'm going to be training for the first time in friggin' ages. Going to do back and biceps. Should be good, should be like fueled by a nice post-holiday tan pump, so let's make it happen. training is done. That was a sick hill clip. I spent the majority of my recovery time between sets replying to people in my private Facebook group. That sounds weird. It's not some kind of weird male escort thing. It's like a fitness team MDF based thing. Basically, in case you're unaware, anyone that signs up to one of my training plans gets access to my Facebook group, and in that group I chat to everyone. There's a sick, friggin' awesome, supportive training community environment. Plus I do live Q&As all the time and do giveaways and stuff. So basically, if you want to get involved, sign up to a plan. Top link in the description. I'll give you an example of some of the transformations these guys are making, like this person for example, and then this guy. This person's absolutely smashing it, and then have a look at this absolute sicko. Like honestly, you need to get involved. So top link in the description, sign up to a plan, join Team MDF. You will not regret it. Anyway, we come to this place. It's quite close to us. It's currently being refurbished. It's kind of like a theme of the day, like only going to places that are being refurbished. That was unintentional. It's like an Indian street food place. Hopefully it's good. If it's stuck, this will be awkward. See you in there. We're in, and this place so far looks pretty sick, namely because they've just given us a bowl of these, like, well, not bowl, like a tray of these. What even is that?
That's it, so throw out this street.
Good.
Fantastic.
Is that a green crisp? Got lemonade, says. Got a triple shot mojito.
Brilliant, actually.
Well done.
A non-alcoholic Indian classic.
Nimbu Pudina Charbe for the Nimbu Pudina Charbe fans out there. We ordered the food. Hopefully it's going to be sick. It's quite hot, so my choice is controversial, but see when it gets in. Food is here, and given our proximity to the sea and the fact that it's like 27 degrees outside, this is a dubious choice. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big believer in like good food is good food. Like I preach that regularly. Like if something's nice, it's nice all year round. But I'm really putting that to the limits now. So I've got a chicken korma in there, and then it's just like regular rice. Right? That rice looks sick. Right? Look at the little adornments on top. Shares, what have we got?
Mine is better actually.
It does look quite good. But like, it's not very substantial though, is it?
Chicken tikka salad.
We're talking like 300 calories max versus like well over 1,000. Okay, I'm very hungry now. My hunger has been building at a slow but linear rate. You get on with eating, mate. So we're going to time lapse, and for the time lapse says I need a Luca style build up / count down, count up.
Nah.
Yes. What do you mean nah? The music's escalating. We need a satisfying climax to begin the time-lapse like music. Ruined it. I'm just done. That was incredible. Like, I may be absolutely sweating out. That's not ideal, yeah. Like, I literally spent the whole day being surrounded by workmen, just how I like it. Yeah, maybe sweating out, but that was totally worth it. Incredible curry. It says 300 calorie salad. How was taking this long to eat?
Enjoy it.
Need to expedite. Don't enjoy it. Just the priority is speed. Get it down. Anyway, nah. Ordered dessert. Both ordered a cheesecake. Is that correct?
I didn't order anything.
You have a laugh? No. What you did? Oh. Let down. Okay, I'll order the cheesecake, see when it gets in. Dessert's here, and by dessert I mean jar. Is that a mistake? It's giving me a jar. Grandma's jam. Actually looks pretty legit. It's quite a serious. Why have you got 2 spoons? Right, just to be clear, this is not me being bad, is it? If you don't order a dessert, you're saying I don't want a dessert. If you do order a dessert, you're saying I want a dessert, and I want the dessert I chose. I didn't choose 80% of this, I chose 100% of this dessert. Okay, look at this serious quantity of cheese element and a good amount of base, and then like mango on top. Looks pretty good. Try, you can try that. I'll get a stick but not in the oven. It's good. It's a bit weird. It's more like moussey, like a cheesecake mousse. You know what I'm saying? I think that's more up your street than my street. What's that in the middle, by the way? Unknown entity. Oh, sponge. Okay. I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me eat a cheesecake. Instead, I'm going to strip naked, eat with my wanger, see you back home. Surprise, this is not my house. It's actually a local woods that I imagine is probably an absolute hotspot for dogging, but let's just brush past that, yeah? I'm going to position you here, perilously on this tree. That is not ideal, but we're in the wild, so deal with it, yeah? Okay, I'm here because I wanted to talk to you about my lack of training recently. I've been getting comments on it, so I thought it would be good to address it. Plus, it's quite interesting, right? So basically, I worked out this morning. I haven't trained properly for 14 days. 2 friggin' weeks, right? So basically, leading up to the Gymshark event, I had like a few kind of days off / deload days. Then I got to Manchester, we were hanging out with the guys, kind of had like a bit of a half session, but didn't do much because I wanted to be fresh for the deadlift event. Then obviously I went away, had 8 days away and doing like literally no training at all. Then I got back and then trained today, and that's where we are now. So 14 days, definitely not ideal, definitely not something I would recommend, but the results of that lack of training are actually quite surprising, quite anticlimactic. So here's a picture of me right before I went to Manchester, and then here's a picture of me that I took this morning at the end of that 14-day period. And I think it's fair to say, when you look at those 2 pictures side by side, I look the friggin' same. Like, what the hell? I think the moral of the story here is just don't train, just go to Lanzarote and jump off stuff for like 2 weeks. That's a joke, don't do that, you'll just get fat and die. I think in fairness, I have actually lost a small amount of muscle mass and gained a small amount of body fat. But I think there's 2 issues, particularly the fat gain thing, are kind of negated by me individually, in the sense that I have a fast metabolism, so I burn a lot of calories all the time anyway. Plus, while I was out there, I was very active. I was swimming, jumping off stuff like climbing things, walking, running, etc. Probably doing more activity than I would in a regular week, and so I was probably burning more calories than I would ordinarily. Plus, being active, even on a small level, has been shown to help contribute towards the maintenance of muscle mass when you're not training regularly. Plus, because I've been training for a long time, I have that kind of bank of training experience, and I think kind of gives you a bit more of a foundation when you don't train for long periods. With that said, again, not training for 2 weeks definitely isn't optimal, and if I was to do it frequently, I would definitely lose a lot of strength, lose a lot of size, and gain a bit of fat. However, having shorter kind of programmed in rest periods, i.e. deload weeks, is definitely very useful and actually can lead to more progress. So for example, if you were to take not a full week off, but maybe like an easier week every, say, 6 to 8 weeks, where you maybe drop the volume somewhat, keep the intensity relatively high, but drop the volume, drop the frequency, you will find that in the long term, your risk of injuries is going to reduce, your ability to accumulate volume is going to increase, you're going to feel fresher, you're going to feel sharper. And also, when you go into the gym off the back of a bit of a break, I always find personally anyway that I feel sick, like I'm way more excited to train, my strength goes up fairly quickly, you have that kind of small scale like newbie gains. It's always fun, and it's just better for kind of long-term development. Now, another key question I get asked this all the time is what to do off the back of a break. Maybe you've had an injury, or like, I mean, you've gone away for a bit and you're kind of coming back into training after the, say, like 2 weeks of no training. What do I do? Do I start from scratch? Do I pick up where I left off? The answer is kind of in the middle. Obviously, don't go back to point A, because it's unnecessary. You're going to be stronger and fitter than you were back at that point. But at the same time, if you try and pick up exactly where you were like before you had your break, you're going to struggle. The volume's going to be too much. So try and find a bit of a middle ground. What I would do is take your first week back slightly easier, kind of play it by ear in terms of strength. Maybe drop your numbers a little bit, drop the volume a little bit, but you'll find after that first 1 to 2 weeks, depending of course on how long your break was, but after those first 1 to 2 weeks, your numbers will go back to where they were, and by kind of week 3 and 4, you should be kind of stronger and fitter and bigger, or whatever it is, than you were before you left. And the beauty again of having those breaks, again, not massive breaks but shorter program breaks, is that it gives your body a chance to recover. I think people are so programmed just to train hard, that kind of like, you know, all out, like go balls to the wall, like just do as much volume and train as intensely as you can, and that's great in some aspects. But if you're not clever about it, if you push yourself too far and you do it repeatedly and you don't give yourself any rest days or any deload weeks, all that's going to happen is you're gonna improve like this, then you're going to start to plateau, then you're actually going to start to deteriorate, and that training you're doing is going to be detrimental to long-term development. And yeah, that is pretty much that. I just thought it would be interesting to touch on that, because like I said, I've been getting lots of questions, particularly on Instagram, people asking me about my lack of training. To be honest, I think back when I was powerlifting, I definitely was far more hesitant to take breaks because my training frequency was so high, i.e. I was squatting and deadlifting and benching so frequently each week. Had I had like a week or 2 weeks off, my strength would have like plummeted. But because now I have a bit more of a laid back approach to training, I'm just kind of, you know, bumming around the gym, trying to get a bit stronger, trying to get a bit bigger, but my main focus probably isn't training. I'm more kind of inclined to have a bit of a break. At the same time, I am definitely mindful, so if I know I'm going to be having a week off in, say, 8 weeks time, time, I will program my training accordingly and make sure I've accumulated as much volume as I can so that I justify that week, because that's the most important thing. You know, although I'm saying yes, deload weeks and easy weeks can be useful, if you're not training hard and you're not doing enough volume in the first place, then it's not going to be useful. It's just going to be detrimental. You know, you're not going to make any progress. Anyway, I'm going to wind the video up here because, like I said, I'm getting pretty spooked out by these woody surroundings. I need to go home and grab some dinner. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. If you have enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Like I said at the start, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you tomorrow.